Hi, thank you for tuning into A Little Crazy Art. I just want to show you how to do image transfers from a photograph that you print out on your computer. The gel that I use, and it's rather successful, is inkAID Transferiez. You will also need to get inkAID transfer sheets, which you can buy online on their website. What you're going to do is you're going to take a photograph and print it out on an inkjet computer, and it's going to look like this. You're going to print it on the see-through sheet on the inkjet printer, and then we're going to then coat aluminum and then place the image on the aluminum, and that's where the transfer is going to take place. The sheets that I have, I actually purchased in Home Depot, and they are aluminum sheets. As you can see here, it is plain 12 by 12 mil 0.019 sheet. Works out great. It's very flexible, and you can cut it with a really good paper cutter. So this is what we do. The inkAID gets mixed with regular household alcohol, and then you're going to use a brush and apply it to the aluminum in a nice even light coat. So I'm going to do that now, just like this. Don't worry about air bubbles, just make sure that it's all coated. Perfect. Nice light film of the Transferiez. And then once that's done, take the film that you printed out with the photograph that you have, or artwork, whatever you choose to print out of your computer. It could be photos altered, it could be artwork that you scanned in, but you can transfer to metal with the Transferiez, canvas, and also material, but I choose leather because, you can do it on leather. I choose the metal because that works best for what I'm doing. So then you take your image with the ink side down and place it gently, as in the middle first, and then drop the sides right down on top of the glue. Very carefully. You don't want to get any air bubbles, so then just lower it and slightly push across, and that's perfect. You don't want to move it around because then the ink's going to rotate. You can use a little painter's sponge and just kind of roll it across to push the image down on top of the product. But you do not want to move the acetate piece. You're going to leave this here for about 4 minutes. You can lightly press, but don't push. I've attached the metal board to my card table with tape so that it doesn't move around. So I can lightly just move my hand across here. Now I have more of a creepy image. Halloween's coming up. I enjoy some scary images. So for this technique it works really well because the metal background is going to give it more of a eerie appearance once I pull the image up. And again, I'm just kind of pushing down, making sure that everything is going onto the metal. And again, it's going to be about 4 minutes. Just want to make sure that there's no air bubbles, we're not moving the image, and that the plate stays stationary. I'll move a little more with this. when you print your image out of the printer, remember that in Photoshop, if it has any wording or anything that's visually in a certain direction, like an arrow, that you need to mirror your image. So when it prints out and then you lay it down, it comes up as the correct text. Some of the tombstones, if I didn't do that, would come out and the wording would be backwards. So I mirrored the picture when I printed it, and therefore the wording comes out fine when I transfer it. So, looks pretty good. And what you want to do is you just want to start rolling it back. And again, I'm not really waiting the 4 minutes because it's a video. But normally that's what you want to wait. I'm going to take a peek. Oh, it looks good. It looks like it's coming right off onto the metal. So I should be fine pulling this up. And then you'll see the transfer. Okay. So when we take one end, lightly start to pull it back. If it doesn't look right, put it back down. Now I can start to add a little more pressure, so I know it's already attached. But again, don't make it slide. Okay, I can see a little bubble in here. You know, it's hard to get. Make sure you get all the bubbles out. So if you get an air bubble, then the coverage is going to be missing right where that air bubble is. There we go. That looks... Now again, this is a creepy picture for me. More of an old abandoned cemetery out in the Philadelphia area. And then I used some HDR photography to kind of highlight some of the scarier aspects of it. So once it gets transferred onto metal, it's really going to add to the image itself. Alright, I think that's pretty good. So I'm hoping to keep that eerie look. Alright, so then we're going to roll it back, get set, and then just kind of slide it back carefully. It's still sticky, but as you can see, transferred right onto the metal, and it is no problem with Transferiez pulling up any of the color. It just really works well on the aluminum plate. Looks great. There you go. Throw this away. So there, I just wanted to let you see how that works. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Let's see. It's definitely interesting, and it's got, you know, up here more of some texture that's still wet from the glue. And what you're going to want to do after you do this process is you're going to want to coat it with a, let's see if I have it, with more of a lacquer spray for a sealant. So if you can do that, there you go. I have Rust-Oleum special lacquer right here that I spray. High luster coating. It works on furniture, metal, and that will seal the image and be much better protected. So that's it. It's an easy process. Again, it's inkAID. You can find it online in inkAID image transfer medium. See if there's a website address. Yes, there is. Right there, inkaid1.com. And just make sure you get the transfer sheets for the printer so that you can print your images or artwork out correctly. So thank you for visiting A Little Crazy Art, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.